Most people seem to spend their lives in back-to-back meetings, and let's be honest, most meetings suck. There seems to be a real kind of lack of structure, lack of outcome, and things just tend to be put in the diary for talking's sake. Now, sweeping generalization, but actually if we want to make meetings more effective, one way to rethink our strategy would be to stop planning meetings and start planning dinner parties. Yes, you heard me right. Think of your meetings like a dinner party. So let's start from the beginning. The first thing that you want to get right for a dinner party is the guest list. Who are you going to invite? So many times in meeting cultures within organizations, people just get added to meeting invites for no real reason. We kind of think that everyone should be there. Let's start to get specific. Who do you need to be at this meeting? Who would you like to be at this meeting? Once we've got the guests for our dinner party, then we need to start to do a little bit of preparation. We need to find out whether they've got any allergies. Do they like prawns? And in the same way, once we've decided who's going to come to our meeting, we need to find out their needs. What are they going to be looking for? What angles are they going to be coming from? What could they bring to the meeting to make it more engaging, more effective? We've really got to think about that mix of people and how to tailor the messaging and the content and the agenda to meet those people's needs. Next up, you've got first impressions. So you come to my house for a dinner party. First thing I'm going to do when you ring the doorbell is going to come in, I'm going to greet you, I'm going to take your coat, I'm going to take you into the living room, offer you a drink, I'm going to make you feel welcome. In the virtual world especially, we tend to find ourselves in this kind of, hi, oh, we're just waiting for some other people to join. And the energy is kind of sucked out of that environment. Use those opening moments to introduce people. Bob, I'm not sure you've met Karen. How's everyone doing? You know, get that kind of small talk going. Small talk, especially in a virtual and hybrid context, has deteriorated. And actually, it's so important for building rapport and creating connection. The other thing that we do if we were having a dinner party is we'd make sure that everyone was included. So we wouldn't allow someone to kind of stand on their own and look at their mobile phone or disconnect from what's going on. We'd be going over to them and saying, "Are you all okay? Let me introduce you to Sue." And we'd be facilitating that conversation. From a meeting perspective, if we're seeing people that are disengaged, we should be bringing them back in. Simon, we haven't heard from you recently. Any thoughts on what's just been said? You know, keep everyone involved in the party. Now, another thing about a dinner party, you normally want to end on a high. You know, that dessert has got to be good. You've got to kind of wrap things up well. Exactly the same in a meeting. Once we've gone through the kind of 3 courses, we've got to bring everything to a close and make sure that we kind of end properly. So really think about that. Don't allow the energy of meetings just to dissipate with no clear next steps and no owners for those action points. Really make sure that everything is kind of well defined and people finish in a satisfying way rather than letting things dissipate. And then the final parallel between dinner parties and good meetings is that sense of follow-up. If you come to my house and we've had dinner together, then the next day I'm going to drop you a text. Hi, how did you find it? I hope you enjoyed the fish. You know, whatever it might be. Don't forget to follow up with your meetings, especially in a sales context, a business development context. You know, leave it for 24 hours. See if you get anything back in return. But if you're in the driving seat, make sure you reach out to everyone and make sure that they got what they need. So there you go. Hopefully a little bit of food for thought, if you'll excuse the dinner party pun. I'd love to know if I've missed anything or if you've got any other ideas to make those meetings more effective. Until the next time, take care.